How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we come together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build that positive mindset. My name is Henry, and I'm so thankful to have each and every one of you here today because in this episode, we're going to break down the frequency that we operate. If you want to become expansive, if you want to join the positive frequency that you know you're meant to live in, this is the episode for you because we're going to help identify where you're currently at so you can make this shift as you desire. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So pick a word. It could be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you truly desire. We're going to take a deep breath in, and as we're breathing in, we're going to say that word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you, and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. We're going to take another deep breath. This one's about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so that we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in that positive space. So just imagine that you are surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It could have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the negativity, the blocks, the weight, everything that's just been holding you back. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you, and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. Well, before we get started, if there's something that you enjoy or take away from this episode, if you're on YouTube or Spotify, you can actually leave a comment below. Not only does that help me know what resonated with you, but somebody else might read your comment and it might inspire them to give this episode a listen. I want to make this the #1 mindset podcast in the world, and the best way to do that is together. So whether you leave a positive message or share this with somebody, it means the absolute world to me, and I could never thank you enough. But let's dive into today's episode. So we're going to make some I am statements, some frequency statements, and I want you to pay attention to how you feel or think about the statement. If you can, try to say them along with me. But if you just want to listen, that's okay. But we're going to say an I am statement with what it is, and then I want you to pay attention to your opinion of it. After we say the statements, we'll go back into the why, into the coverage of it, and why it's important to know how you feel about it so that you can make the shift that you need. So the first I am statement is I am love. So I want you to say this with me. I am love. I am love, and I operate in peace and fulfillment. I am love, and I operate in peace and fulfillment. It makes me happy every single day to know that I am love, and I operate in peace and fulfillment. Allow that to sit with you. Allow that to process. Next one. I am a millionaire and I receive millions of dollars a year. I am a millionaire and I receive millions of dollars a year, and it fulfills me. I'm so excited every single day with all the money I have and all the amazing things that I get to do because I have the money. Let's try it again. I am a millionaire and I receive millions of dollars a year. And I'm so excited because every day when I wake up, I have so much money, I can do anything that I desire. Let's move to the next one. I am healthy. I am healthy and I make healthy decisions. I am healthy and I make healthy decisions. I'm so excited every day because I choose health with everything I do. I'm so fulfilled. I'm so proud because every decision I make, whether it's food, whether it's how I speak, how I receive, who I'm around, I do it in a healthy manner, and I'm so proud of myself. I am healthy and I make healthy decisions. Those are three major categories: health, wealth, and happiness. How did you feel when you heard or said any of those? Some may have resonated. Some you may aspire to be, but some you may have had resistance against. You had negative opinions of somebody that would say or think that way. We'll use the money one because this is the one that is so sticky for so many people, because if you don't have it, you have opinions about people that do in most cases. The same is true for happiness, joy, positivity. There's been times where people have said that my positive mindset is really toxic positivity. It's only toxic to them because it forces them to have to change the way they're thinking. So it's a positive energy that's toxically affecting their negative point of view. So in that case, it's true. But if you thought that about any of those categories, you really need to reflect. I'm not saying that any of them are better than your current state. They are different. But you can be the version of you with it. So the money one, saying I am a millionaire and I receive millions of dollars a year, that's prideful, right? Who would say that? That's boasting. Why would you say those things? That's too much money. No one needs that much money. You probably are hurting others or taking from others so that you can receive that abundance. Those are belief systems. And if you believe those, then you won't want to have that result because you don't want to do that to other people. If you believe that a millionaire is only a millionaire or makes $1 million a year because they take from others, why would you want to be that? Of course you wouldn't want to be that. And then anybody that's successful in that manner, that would be your vision of them. But if somebody wins the lottery, say they've had a dead-end job their whole life, they've never had excess anything, but they play the lottery and they win $10 million. Are they bad? Did they do something evil? Did they take that from somebody? Or did they just win it? They now are a millionaire. They received millions of dollars. So in that case, there wasn't a positive or negative. It just is. You get to decide who you are with what. If you want to change the world, if you want to make impact, having access to capital could be your way to do it. But if you have a negative opinion on it, you'll never do it. The same is with a positive mindset. If you think of positive people as negative, meaning you say, well, yeah, they're positive all the time, that's because they avoid certain topics. They're not strong enough to handle the difficult situations, or their life has been easy compared to mine. If you have all these judgments to a energy, you will never be in that energy by choice. Why would you want to be it if you believed these negative things have to happen for it to be reality? If you are healthy and you make healthy decisions, that is good. If you are a millionaire and you receive millions of dollars, that is good. If you are love and you operate in love and light, that is good because you are good. You are on the path to be a positive individual, to lift up the world. That's why we say we're the rising tide that lifts all ships. You can have all three of those things and be a part of that expansion. If you're a loving person that's healed their trauma, you admit the healing to the world because we always are radiating our energy. That's what we do. As we are, we give. You cannot stop it. Your internal state is always being shared with the world around you. So if you uplift yourself on the internal, you should want to expand in health, wealth, and happiness as much as in alignment with your experience. Now, if your experience, your calling is to tell you to go live in the woods and then backpack across Europe and to not have any possessions and just be this ball of light wherever they go and just let the wind carry you, then that's your experience and that's good. But also, if your experience is calling you to change the world in a different way, to climb the corporate ladder, to take control of some of the bigger companies and make the shifts and the pivots so it does good in the community, so it pays people more, so it creates better jobs, bigger purpose, impacts society in a positive way. If that's your calling, then you should make money because you're going to need the money to do the things. It's never the what, it's the who, and you get to decide who you are. So again, listen to how you feel about these statements. I am love, and I live in love and light. When I drive down the road and somebody cuts me off and they make me angry for a second, I realize I am love and I live in love and light and I send them love. Yes, it was dangerous what they did. Yes, that was impactful what they did, but maybe they've got something there they need to go. Or maybe not. Either way, I give them love. Maybe they're just a rude driver. Maybe they just don't have any care for anybody else on the road and it's all about them. Maybe that's true. But that's not true for me. So I give them love. I don't give love conditionally. I give it to all because I am all love, right? That's my belief. I am love and I live in love and light. So what is your opinion on somebody that operates in that frequency? Next, I am a millionaire and I receive millions of dollars a year. I'm a millionaire. I receive millions of dollars a year. Because my vision of who I want to become, my vision of what I want to do is going to require capital. How can I open up places in communities that people can go to heal? How can I build these gyms that have recovery centers for the mind and the body and the soul without the capital? So I need to be in that frequency if I'm going to fulfill my calling of where I'm supposed to go. So I will be a light with those things. What will you do in your success? Are you going to be the evil that you see other people do? Then yeah, you shouldn't be successful. You should block yourself as you've been doing. Stop yourself from stepping in that frequency, because if you believe someone else does it, so you must are going to do it too, then don't do it. But if you're thinking, you know what, I would do good. If I had that millions of dollars, I could change my family's trajectory. I could invest in the community. I could put more money towards things that I believe need it, because I would be abundant. I would be light. If you're going to be light, then you should be in abundance. Think about those statements. Think about your position, your opinion, your view of them, because it is a reflection of you. How you see the world is a direct reflection of how you see yourself. If you see the pain, the hurt, what's taken from the world, then that's how you see yourself. If you see the love, the forgiveness, the beauty, then that's how you see yourself. Remember, the world is not as it is as you are. I am love, and I live in love and light. I am healthy, and I make healthy decisions. I am a millionaire, and I receive millions of dollars a year. You decide how you want to live, but don't judge others. You decide your internal state. Do not judge others. Rise up and become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a positive perspective on whatever it is that you're going through. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook group all down below. So I appreciate all the follows there. And if you're ready to make this shift, if you're thinking, how do I expand in these categories? This is actually really relevant. I didn't correlate this when I was making the episode, but I have a group, Freedom Fundamentals, where we actually dive into health, wealth, and happiness, because I believe in those things. I believe you being abundant in all ways, you being light in all ways, and having no blockages in how you expand. So if you want more information on Freedom Fundamentals, it's a group. It is built around real estate. So if you want to understand real estate, if you want to dive into more mindset stuff, let me know, and I'd be happy to share more information about that. The best way is probably Instagram. That link is down below, but there's also another link with the one-on-one coaching. But if you fill that out, I will get back to you with some information as well. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.